This task focused on implementing an advanced persistent layer in an ASP core web API using Entity Framework Core with PostgreSQL while following the repository pattern and dependency injection principle. The main objective was to replace the previous direct database access implementations with a full object relational mapping solution. In this task, the database first approach was used, meaning the PostgreSQL using the entity frame scaffolding command. The database tables, robot commands, and map were converted into C hash entity model and robot command class. The robot context class act as a bridge between the application and the database and contains DB set properties for both tables inside the on model creating method. Mapping were configured between database column names and C hash properties. Entity framework methods such as toList, find, add, remove, and save changes were used to perform CRUD operations without manual writing SQL queries. Separate repository classes command, robot command ef and map ef were created to implement the interface, and iRobot command data access and IMAP data access, ensuring loose coupling and adhere to the dependency inversion principle. Dependency injection was configured in program.cs so that the controllers could work with the interface instead of concrete implementation, making it easy to switch between different persistent approach. Logging was enabled using .log to console.writeline and enable sensitive data logging to display SQL queries generated by entity framework in the console. These generated SQL statements were collected in the EF report .text as required by the task. Swagger was used to test all the API endpoint successfully, including retrieving, inserting, and deleting records from the PostgreSQL database. Overall, this task demonstrates the implementation of entity framework core with PostgreSQL database with first scaffolding, repository pattern, dependency injection, automatic SQL generation, and clean software architecture principle for building scalable and maintainable backend operations. So when we run this, here we can easily check all the endpoints are working fine. So that's it for my task.